Welcome. #TheVersasHow is part of an entertainment podcast that exercises our freedom of speech. Our conversations, opinions, debate on a certain topic is not to offend anyone in any source. For that being said, enjoy the show. Yo, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? What is happening? And welcome to the 100th episode here on #TheVersasHow. And of course, I am your host, the one that you have vote, the GOAT, the Versa. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know you gotta go ahead and do these three things. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, we are on the 100th episode of #TheVersasHow. We did it. We have did it. We've done it. The 100th episode of #TheVersasHow. And as you see, look, the production here too has gotten a little bit better, got a little bit stronger. So thank God for that. Amen. You know what I'm saying? But listen, ladies and gentlemen, how would I start the show off? How would I start the show off on the 100th episode? Well, listen, there's some few things that I need to cover. Okay, like the Rajon Jackson incident, the wrestling incident. He been arrested. So with a $50,000 bond. So we can go ahead and talk about that. What else? We can go. Jimmy Kimmel's back too. 6 days of being suspended, and he is back. Everybody may seem like it was like 6 months or 6 years. It's only been 6 days. 6 days, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's back. Michael Jordan been gone longer than that from the NBA. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, I'm just saying. But look, hey, congratulations to Jimmy Kimmel for returning to his show. But only 23% of this country is not airing Jimmy's Kimmel, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to that a little bit later. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the 100th episode of #TheVersasHow. And, you know, of course, we got some few things to talk about here on #TheVersasHow. But it's not going to be a long episode because I'm not going to keep you guys all day, all night wondering about this show. You know what I mean? But I do thank the viewers and the subscribers as well, too. And the one that likes the videos, I do thank them as much. So, look, I ain't going to stall no more. You know what I'm saying? No need to stall no more. Let's go ahead and get into some #TheVersasHow. Anyway, let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and switch some gears. Wait, first of all, I gotta get my instrumental going. All right. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well and whatnot and swell, you know. And let me give a shout out to Cardi B for her album. Listen, I've been saying it when it comes to Cardi B, man. Like, you know, she needs a podcast. Cardi B needs a podcast. You feel me? But let's see what happens with that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into some news talk, ladies and gentlemen. News talk right here on #TheVersasHow News Talk. Listen, let's start with Jimmy Kimmel coming back on ABC plus Disney Network. Shout out to you, Jimmy Kimmel, man. You know, and I know. On a previous episode, I said that Jimmy Kimmel is not going to come back. I know, I said it. But the reason, let me give you the reason why I said that I don't think he's coming back. I want him to come back. I wanted him to come back, and he is back. And I'm happy that he came back. Hell, when he first came back, I was right there on YouTube when it dropped like 14 minutes. And I was like, okay, let's see what he got to say. And, you know, he was really merciful. You know, I hear people like, oh, he shouldn't like, been all sobby and all that and whatnot. My take on it really is, listen, Jimmy Kimmel's gonna feel the way that he's gonna feel. I don't know if it was on TV or that's how he actually felt, you know, about what he said that got him suspended. But still, I still believe that he shouldn't get suspended. Where did he say that was wrong for him to be suspended? That is what I want to know. But hey, he's back, and most people is like, it's scaring a lot of people that got platforms like this versus platforms like a Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, and a Seth Meyers and a Stephen Colbert. They want to shut them down. They want to mute them. But my question is, why? Why mute them? Why mute, even though they're exposing the shit that you guys are doing, but why mute them? Just stop doing the bullshit that you're doing. And then, even though, let's just say, the man in the White House, orange face, let's just say that he was like, oh, well, they got bad ratings on the show. Bad ratings. Jimmy Kimmel, the Seth Meyers, and the Jimmy Fallons, and the Stephen Colberts, they're not funny. That's why they got bad ratings. Jimmy Kimmel has 6.3 or 6.4 million views on his return. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. But you know what? Hey, listen. One thing that I will say about Donald Trump, about all talk shows or podcasts, which he was on before he was elected as a 47th president on the Joe Rogan podcast. Listen, yeah, they're going to talk about you, but they're not saying like, oh, well, you know what? Donald Trump shit in his pants every single day, and he doesn't wear Depends. That's not what we're like alluding to when it comes to Donald Trump. What we are saying is what we are seeing. And that's what we're seeing and what we are hearing. So, again, you can hate on all the podcasters, the talk show hosts. You shutting down their First Amendment. You shutting them down. I mean, come on. Imagine somebody shut you down on your First Amendment. But I'm not going to get into more about Donald Trump, orange face. It's about Jimmy Kimmel coming back, and still, some people on some countries, some states are not going to air the Jimmy Kimmel show, and I think it's just pitiful because you're missing out. Even though you're not seeing it on your station, you can still watch it on YouTube. Like if you have a YouTube account and you subscribe to Jimmy Kimmel, then you're going to see his updated videos. If you're not subscribed to Jimmy Kimmel, then that means that you have some hard feelings for him. Some people, it's like, he should have been canceled for what he said. Well, then on the other side of the coin, there's some people feel like he shouldn't have been canceled. Not canceled, suspended. Good thing, and again, he wasn't canceled, he was suspended. Donald Trump over here is like, oh, I thought he was canceled. No, you commander of idiot. He is suspended. He was suspended. Like I said, on the last episode, I'm glad he's back, but he should start a podcast. Him and Stephen Colbert, together or separately, start your own podcast. Find a platform where they won't have to shut you guys down. Like I said on episode 99. So I'm saying it here again. So that's all I'm saying when it comes to these talk show hosts. But I'm glad Jimmy Kimmel's back, and it was funny. His jokes was funny, and he's 6 days, you know what I'm saying? But hey, shout out Jimmy Kimmel, man. And I get it. I'm the same way, you know what I'm saying? I speak the truth. All right, myself, I speak the truth. Even here on #TheVersaShow, I speak the truth. But I'm just saying still, I don't think anybody should be punished for saying the truth for what we see. Mind you, like I said on the previous episode, on episode 99, you could kill the messenger, but you can't kill the message. So just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, they're talking about putting Charlie Kirk on a coin. Well, listen, hey, anyway, switching gears, still talking on some news talk on this topic. So Rajon Jackson, Rampage Jackson's son, um, I should have reported this a long time ago, but he just brutalized this wrestler, Psycho Stu. And what happened was, I'm not gonna go through details, but what happened was that he was being introduced by the wrestlers, Rajan being introduced by the wrestlers, and all of a sudden, Psycho Stu thought that this guy was like a wrestler or like an up and coming wrestler. So it's something in wrestling business called a work, and what a work is, if some wrestling fans knows, but the ones that doesn't know what a work is in wrestling terms, it just means that we're in acting mode. Lights, camera, action. We're working. So he takes a beer can and just smacks it on Rajan's head, and the beer just splats and stuff. And Rajan kind of looked like, yo, what's good with you, man? What's wrong with you? It's a good thing Rajan didn't swing at that moment. Good thing. So the wrestlers has to tell Psycho Stu that, listen, bro, this guy is just here to watch the show, and he's not a worker. So Psycho Stu apologized, and he said, hey man, I thought you was an up and coming guy. My fault. I'm always working, so my fault. So anyway, they get to the wrestling match. Psycho Stu is wrestling his opponent, and then all of a sudden, it was time for Rajan to get into the ring, and Rajan just picks him up by his shoulders, and Alabama slams him on the ground so hard. I mean, he was knocked out. And then Rajan just got on top of him full mount and just bop, 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 bop. And I was like, oh my God, real punches. To the point where Psycho Stu opponent had to step in and was like, yo, bro, yo, chill. And he was punching him, headbutting him, headbutting Rajan. And Rajan just going crazy. And then, they got ding, 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 ding. A snitch, that's the stuff I don't like. Bang, bang. So, they had that for Rajan theme music, which was the wrong theme music to play. But anyway, he got escorted out. And he called his whoever he called on the phone, and was like, yeah man, I just snapped, man, the bro trying to punk me and whoop whoop whoop. So, but on the backhand to that, before all that happened, there was a wrestler right backstage telling Rajan that, yo, listen, you heard of a receipt, right? Give that man his receipt. All right, give him his receipt. That right there, he should have had never said to Rajan. To say, hey man, listen, what he did out there was wrong, and what you should do is give him his receipt. Wrong thing to say, because Rajan gave him more than a receipt. So hey, anyway, and some wrestlers was encouraging Rajan to like, hey man, get your lick back. You know what I'm saying? We'll put you in the ring, and you just, bop, bop, bop. Now, mind you told Psycho Stu he's not a worker. He's not a wrestler. His father is Rampage Jackson. Look at me. Ooh. Thanks to this iced tea over here, you know what I'm saying? Got my mouth all slur and shit. But anyway, his father is Rampage Jackson, all right? He's just here to see a show. He's not here to work or to do all type of shit. He's just here to enjoy the show. But encouraging a person to see a show, to go in there to get his lick back, that's where you guys just cross the line. To me, I feel like you cross the line. Tell him, if it was me, if I was there as a wrestler, I would have told Rajan, bro, don't even worry about it. He was just working. Are you hurt? Are you okay? Good. So, just to sit down and, just enjoy the show. Just come in and attack me. You know what I'm saying? And then I tell Psycho Stu to get out the ring and make it seem like he's like, hey, I'm going to get you. And, you guys just, shake it out backstage. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a work, man. Just a work. No problems in here. That's what I would have said. But no. All these wrestlers are so amped up. Go get your leg, but go get your receipt. And look what happened. At Rikishi's and his I don't know if Rikishi's his family member, they run the show. And it happened underneath their show. And now Rajat is got arrested, $50,000 bail, and he has to go to court to see what they're going to do with this man. Now, to all my wrestling fans out there, to let you guys know, wrestling is predetermined, all right? Most people's like, wrestling is fake, wrestling is fake. It's predetermined, all right? Yes, backstage, the wrestlers that is going to fight out there in the ring is going to talk. Hey, man, we're going to do this, whoop, whoop, whoop. We only got 20 minutes. Let's entertain the crowd. Because that is their job, is to entertain you. The same way in here. I'm not saying hashtag the Versus Show is scripted. I don't have a script to tell you guys what I'm about to say. To tell you the truth, everything is just free-minded. But even if so, you guys won't know what I'm going to say, even if the show was scripted. So, being said that, I've been a wrestling fan since Stone Cold Steve Austin, since SCU. The way wrestling is presented is for you guys to enjoy each and every single moment and to get your head out of any negativity that you got going on in your life. And I'm not just saying that only with wrestling. That also includes any sports, from baseball, basketball, football, soccer, hockey, tennis, golf, volleyball. I'm not going to name all the sports, but you get what I'm saying. So it's just to entertain you guys, to get your mind out of whatever situation that you're going through in life. That's it. All right. Now, going back to Rajat, it scared a lot of people. Kids was crying. You could hear people like, stop that, man. That kind of remind me of the Boston Massacre with New Jack, where he brutalized that kid, stabbed him in the head, and I mean brutalized him. It wasn't on ECW. I don't think they showed it on ECW taping, because it wasn't at the Philly arena. The 2300 arena, I call it. The 2300 arena. But anyway, he lied on the application. The Boston Transit character lied on his application, saying that he was older to get in the ring, because I believe Rotten Axel was hurt. And New Jack just, almost killed the kid. And his father was there. He was like, he's only 17. He's only 17. And then, New Jack, but it was just, moments like that. It just shows you, if you don't communicate well with the wrestlers, it can go wrong. If you have a feud with the wrestlers, a huge possibility that it can go wrong. So, conclusion on all of this, do I blame Rajan for the whole thing? No. He does take the blame, but not the whole blame. Part blame goes to the wrestlers, because you should not be feeding the kid bad energy to be like, oh, man, yeah, give him the receipt. He deserves a receipt. Give him the receipt. No, he should not have been in the ring in the first place if he has no source of wrestling training. That's why you guys have wrestling schools. So that's my theory when it comes to the whole situation with the wrestlers. Like, it was their faults too. So, but anyway, for Rajat, I hope that he gets out of this whole situation. I hope he doesn't have to serve any jail time, no prison time. If anything, just give him house arrest and some community service, and that's it. Let the kid roll. You know what I'm saying? And then Rajat, learn your lesson, because that could have been your moment to go to the WWE and have an opportunity to see the best of the best. But now, since that has something against your love for wrestling, there's going to be a lot of big wrestling promotion that's not going to say, hey, we want this guy to show up to our shows. I'm just being real on it. So, and for the wrestlers too, I don't know that indies promotion, but you guys should have known better. Damn it, should have known better. So, anyway, just a sad case. Let me see. Is there anything else that? Because again, I took a big hiatus break. I'm back now. That's why I'm like Jimmy Kimmel. I'm back. That's right. So, I'm here now. I don't really want to go through this whole Diddy trial. Most people was like, oh, I saw your 99 episode. I'm glad that you're back. I'm not going through this whole Diddy shit. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? His sentencing is coming up very soon, October 3rd, I believe. So, once that comes out, then I probably make like a whole fucking episode on this Diddy shit. Even I saw on Vlad TV the escorts. I'm like, damn, it's crazy. But we're not gonna get into that. Let's go ahead and get into some sports talk. Let's get into some sports talk. Sports talk, really. Giants, they got their ass beat by the Kansas City Chiefs. Ravens is doing pretty well, I guess. Bills is doing pretty well, I guess. If I'm wrong, who gives a shit? Basketball season, let's see what happens. I'm not really too thrilled on basketball season. The reason is because like most threes being shot, and I don't know. NBA got to step up. Now, when it comes to wrestling, to all my wrestling freaks, all right, it was a PLE war. It was all out going up against WWE's WrestlePalooza. And which one do I prefer most? I be honest with you, I'm tell you the truth. I did not see WrestlePalooza from, the full show versus I didn't see All Out full show. I have seen clips though. And just by seeing clips, I have seen enough. I've seen enough. The winner is AEW All Out in Toronto, Canada. I gotta say, I thought AEW All Out did their thing, man. I mean, those fans got their money's worth, hands down. They got their money's worth. So WrestlePalooza was cool. It was a 4-minute match or a 5-minute match between John Cena and Brock Lesnar. AJ Lee and CM Punk, which I call AJ Punk, versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. It was a nice, good couples match, but it was all right. Jesus, what else they had? I can't even remember what else they had, to tell you the truth. But all I know is that, it was all right. It was okay. All Out. Now, Edge and Christian, they were taking on I think it was Ricochet people. Was it Ricochet people? But anyway, that was one great match that they had. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy reunite. Darby Allin. I'm telling you, somebody trying to kill that kid, man. Shout out to Matt with the hat. I told him AEW is not satisfied until somebody is dead on that show. And I do not want it to be Darby Allin. Hell, I don't even want it to be any wrestlers. But I mean, my God, Darby Allin over here just having a hellacious match. He went up against I can't even remember right now. My thoughts right now is just so filled with other things right now. I can't share, but it's just roaming with other things. Just thank God I got time to do the show. But anyway, like, I forgot who he was facing. But Kyle Fletcher and Hangman Adam Page. My God. That deserves a 5-star match. So, but listen, like I said, truthfully, I know I'm making it as seems like it's like a war between AEW and WWE. When really the truth is, it's just like I was telling Matt with the hat, because we're wrestling fans, and my boy Jonathan too, which that's another thing on Vibe Talk we're going to talk to as well, is that when it comes to AEW and WWE, it's not really about which product is the best. It's really which product gives you guys the excitement, And even if you're watching both brands, just know that we're wrestling fans, and that's all that matters. From Ring of Honor, from TNA, Total Nonstop Action, from House of Glory, from GCW, from AEW, from WWE, NXT, which is WWE. Still, we are wrestling fans, and as long as the shit is good, I don't care if it's called LLJ. As long as that shit is good, then hey. And RCW. Got to give a huge shout out to RCW, Reality Championship Wrestling. With wrestlings like that, man, we just love it. You know what I'm saying? We love it. So, hey, bro. I don't think WWE lost, to tell you the truth. I don't think AEW lost, to tell you the truth. I think both products won. And the winner out of all of it is the wrestling fans. So, not to sound cheesy, and truthfully, the wrestling fans won. All right? So anyway, let's go ahead and switch some gears, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get into some Vibe Talk. Anyway, Vibe Talk. Like I said, shout out to my boy Jonathan, you know what I'm saying? He was telling me about that he wants to start doing his live stream and stuff. He loves to play video games, Call of Duties, his FIFA games and stuff. No, it's not FIFA no more. I think it's like FC, I don't know, EA Sports changed the shit up. Also, too, I want to pause for 1 second. Shout out to PlayStation and Marvel Studio. Oh my God. The Wolverine game is coming out. I cannot wait. That's going to be dope. I mean, the Spider-Man 1 and 2 was fire. This Wolverine game is going to be off the fucking chain. I can't wait till they make a John Wick game. And I think PlayStation is going to win. Talk about Xbox. PlayStation is making Gears of War. And they just made a God of War controller. PlayStation is going to win the best console. And it's been the best console. And you can keep talking about PlayStation 6 all you want. That shit ain't going to come out for a very long time. All right? But anyway, so Jonathan, my boy, he wants to do streaming. And I told him, just go and do it, man. Go and do it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. So he's like, I just need the camera and a microphone. And I'm like, my brother, go and get that, my brother. It's there for you. It's just waiting for you to be picked up. Just go and get it. Go and get it. So motivation words like that inspires people to go out and to get their dreams. Wherever it is. I am living proof. The Versa is living proof that if you put your mind into it and then you go, you know what? I could put this into reality. You can do it. It could be possible. And if you have what I call roadblocks, right? If you have roadblocks in the way to the point where it's like, I can't because I got this. I can't because I got that. Listen, I'm on child support and taxes is taking the shit out of my paycheck. And I'm doing the best I can to make my time, to make my money. And it's difficult sometimes. But you know what? Man, I keep believing. I keep the faith. And by that, I got my podcast, and I got my albums out. I got my singles out. I also got my music video out. I also got my photography pictures out. And all that was in the faith, the belief. And if you have that faith, if you have that belief, I'm telling you, you can accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish in your life. All you have to do is just put the work in. Put the work in. I understand there's times that you want to be at home because you're alone and you rather look at your phone and look at the reels and stuff and look at funny videos. But one thing that I learned is that the ones that are making the reels, the one that's making those funny videos, they are putting the work in 24/7. And you got to do the same thing too, is by putting in the work. And you could do it. Yes. There's an old saying, if you crawl on your stomach, eventually you get to your destination. My theory on that is if you crawl on your back, eventually you get to your destination, but at least you get to your destination. At least you would get there. You know, I know a lot of people that they be stalling. They be like, oh, well, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. And it's like, yo, so what's up? What's going on with that, this and that you got going on? Oh, I'm still working on it. It's not here yet, but I'm still working on it. And it's been like a year or 2 years already. I told my boy Jay, I was like, listen, bro, I have all this amazing equipment. And there's times that in my room, I'm alone, I'm watching TV, but I'm learning off of YouTube videos like photography, videography, and YouTube, and you know, and wrestling too, you know, just to escape the world, you know, just like to look at some wrestling. And, you know, still, I'm back to learning, I'm back to focus mode. So it's like, each and every single day, you got to feed your brain, man. You got to pick up these books right here, you know, this beautiful, the 48 laws of power. Got to pick that up. You got to educate your mind. But the people that put in the work when it comes to the videos, they do it in the same way. Like I said, I got a lot going on my mind right now, to the point where it's like I got to go to the judicial system tomorrow or whatever. You know, it's like I got so much going on my mind. It's not going to stop me from doing an episode. Now, the reason why I took a 4-month break is because I had a journey, again, my tattoo journey, that I wanted to finish, that I wanted to complete it. And guess what? It is done. Tattoo journey, it is done. It is completed. And I'm happy about that. From the previous episode, just like I told you guys, just start your own journey, go for it, do it, succeed it, and regardless if it looks bad or good, at least you started something that you can look back and be proud of. Hands down. And even if, like I said, start your journey. If it doesn't go out, at least you started something that people could go back and say, hey, remember when you did this? Yeah, but now you got this going on. You got something new going on. Nothing can stop. Like, I stopped doing music for quite a while, you know, because I've been thinking, you know, maybe I should get a beat machine to do my own beats. Maybe I should learn how to mix and master my songs. So I'm in a learning process on doing that. But you know what? If you go on my Instagram, you will see my photography photos, the recent ones that I took with a tripod and the cameras and the lens that I have. I just sat back, you know, because I'm a big, huge photography fan. Huge. I mean, I love it. And shout out to Yanni Levy, and shout out to Michael Hansman, and shout out to my boy Sammy, and, you know, and Andrew. Shout out to all the photographers, all of them. But it's to the point where I have to have my own photography session because of their time and their space, their schedule. It doesn't work for me. So you know what? I got to figure out a way to make my own schedule, my own time that works for me. And guess what? If you look at some of the pictures that I post up, even on the show, you will see like, oh, okay, these are some nice professional photos. Even my mom likes it. People on Instagram likes it. So the point about it is that you just go out and you do it. Even the music video, The Versa Island, even that, like, it's not like, those music video cameras, those $10,000 or $15,000 cameras. That camera is $2,300 camera, and I just used the best of it. I used the best of it to the point where it got 22,000 views on YouTube. The Versa Island. Even my albums, my music, I had those music. I had like, as he is the Versa, I had the songs for a very long time, for years. And shout out to Dave Darlington, 4-time Grammy Award winner, for giving the time to mix and master those songs for me to make an album, and as well make other singles. Rich Pimp Swagger, Mix It Up, I Know You Think About It, I Won't Miss, songs like that. So the point is, go out and do it. Don't hesitate, don't stall. Go out and do what you feel is meant for you to do. If you feel like you need to go stream, go do it. If you feel like you need to be a rapper or R&B singer or a musician, go do it. If you feel like that you need to be an actor or actress or play in a stage role, go do it. If you feel like you need to be in politics, go do it. If you feel like you need to be an owner of McDonald's, go do it. Go do it. Just go do it. Don't stall. Don't wait. Do it. It's there for you. It's meant for you. You feel me what I'm saying? I'm telling you all, it's just things is just crazy that's just going on in this world, man. Well, not this world. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to take life so easy, so simple. You feel me what I'm saying? Just so easy, so simple. But just go do it, man. Go do it. Go fucking do it. Whatever's meant for you, do. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the show up because, like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long on hashtag the Versa Show. I'm just trying to think to make sure I got everything all cleared up. I remember I talked about the Crawford and Canelo fight. I guess it's I get shit. Shannon Sharp, that's over with. Stephen A. Smith, he's the man. You know what I'm saying? His show's going strong, as well as hashtag the Versa Show is going strong on the 100th episode. The 100th episode. Oh, also too, let me give some rest in peace, because that's one thing I also too missed out. Malcolm Jamal Warner, rest in peace to him. Malcolm Jamal Warner. Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan. There was a musician. He played the horn. And, my goodness, man. I be telling y'all, love your people, man. Love who's around you. Love them. Love them. So you just never know when it's gonna be the last day, the last time that you're ever gonna see them. Love them. Because right now we got so much hate going on in this world, man. I be telling people there is no time for hate. And there's no time for unity. Crazy for me to say. What it is time is to build this country so everybody could live a nice, peaceful, normal life. You feel me what I'm saying? Is that so cheesy for me to say? Sick and tired watching the news and watching all of the most stupidest shit that I'm seeing on the news. All the stupid violence, and it's just stupid to me. It's just stupid. Stupid. But anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this show up, ladies and gentlemen, because like I said, I don't want to keep you guys holding up. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Versus final word. Versus final word is real simple and real easy. Listen, whatever your passion is, just go and fulfill it. You know what I mean? I mean, listen, I said it before and I'll say it again. I am living proof, all right? Living proof. Go out and do whatever it is that you are destined to do. From the words of Angie, and Angie, the one that does my hair so amazingly. Shout out to Angie. I love you, Angie. Angie's like a mom. She's like an aunt. She's like a grandmother to me. You know, that's family. So, and Bertha too. You know, they're like family. So, but again, the point of what Angie told me once upon a time, she says that if you're feeling down, just think about 10 things in life that you feel happy about, or 10 things in life that you have achieved, 10 things in life that you will succeed in. Just say those 10 things. And if you get to 5, you're probably going to start feeling better. So the whole point is, ladies and gentlemen, is listen, don't let no negativity, don't let nobody try to take your spotlight. Don't let no one take your shine, because you are what you are destined to do. Just work hard on it. Just work hard. There's going to be roadblocks. And what I mean by roadblocks is that there's going to be distractions. And by distractions, you got to stay focused. Know your worth. Know what's important. And most importantly, know that the gift that you have, no one could take that. Only you can stop the gift that you have. You feeling what I'm saying? So just remember, the gift that you have, only you can stop it. You're the switch. You could turn it off and on. So just remember that, all right? Anyway, I just want to make sure that everybody, you know, feels motivated, really, because it's tough now. I was watching this YouTube video about people struggling. You know, they live in tents and, you know, in shelters, and, you know, it's just crazy to me what's going on. I know. Would I say it on the show? Nah, not really. But I know. It's just sad to me. But hey, that's why I'm just trying to give you guys some motivation. You know what I mean? And this instrumental is booming. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for watching #TheVersa Show. And you make sure that you do these 3 things. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you for watching #TheVersa Show on the 100th episode. We did it on the 100th episode. And listen, if you are new to the channel, you make sure that you just subscribe now to the #TheVersa Show channel. And listen, it's not that hard. All you gotta do is just subscribe. Now you subscribe to the channel. Don't be scared. This is, to most people, they like the show, all right? And you want to like the show too. And I know it for a fact. And if you don't like the show, 2 thumbs up, even better, because you're missing now. Anyway, also too, like I said before on previous episodes and in this episode here too, I'm also doing photography pictures as well. So if you want to look at some of my artwork, or my photography artwork, go ahead and follow my Instagram @TheVersa. It's right there. It's right there. Go ahead and follow. And just look at some of my photography pictures. After the show, really, I'm going to go ahead and charge these cameras up, get myself something to eat, probably get a nice good rest, do what I gotta do, and then I'm going to take some more photography pictures, because I love it. Is what I do. So check it out. You know, even it's the Versa. I might just start a trend with that. So, you know, hey, have fun with that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you also want photography photos, like I said, just DM me, or you have any questions that you have, just DM me on my Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, hey, thank you guys. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say goodbye, but you already know that It's the best podcast around, and I am the Versa. And I see you guys on another episode, and it will be another episode. Trust me, like I said, I'm back. Jimmy Kimble's back. The Versa's back too. And I see you guys on another episode here on hashtag The Versa Show. And you know I got to leave you with peace into the Middle East. Productions. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? I thank you for watching the latest episode on hashtag The Versa Show. For more new episodes, you make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell for more new episodes. And if you have any questions to ask, to get my intake, my answer on this show, make sure that you add me on Instagram at The Versa. And also, too, can't forget to follow, too, so press that button as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. Until next time, hashtag The Versa Show, the best podcast around.